Here's the headlines. Mirabai Chanu to trend at LA, 30 million Paris ahead of Olympic. Mizoram government suspended teachers for leaking questions of 10th standard. Assam Congress MLA opposes CAA notification. And curfew relaxed in Infal East, West and Tobal District till 10 p.m. for Gaikulung District till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur District, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 12:30. Now the news in detail. Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports (MYAS) missions Olympic Shells MOC during the 126th meeting approved weightlifter Mirabai Chanu's proposal to train at LA 30 millions Paris to prepare ahead of the upcoming Olympic Games. Mirabai Chanu, who claims a silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics, will embark at her training journey to LA 40 millions Paris nearly a month prior to her Olympic events. The purpose behind this early departure is to acclimate to the weather conditions and fine-tune her skills for the mega events on the horizon. During her stints at the Paris training camp, Mirabai will be accompanied by 2 coaches and a physiotherapist. The expenses incurred during her training, including air tickets, visa costs, accommodation charges, food, training costs, local transport, medical insurance, and sauna charge, will all have to be covered by the Olympic Targets Podium Scheme. Funding. Notably, Mirabai Chanu isn't the sole beneficiaries of the MOC's approval. Equestrian players Anush Agarwala's proposals to participate in the 8 competitions and procure equipment for his horses has also given the nod. Similarly, Jodoka Asmita Dey and suitor Arjun Singh Seema have received financial assistance approval for their respective international engagement. Newly abducted Indian tennis sensation Sumit Nagal's request for the financial aid towards participations in the 2 international tournaments, along with support staff expenses, were also approved by the MOC. Under the TOPS funding, the airfares, accommodation costs, coaching fees, and support staff fees will be taken care of. Furthermore, the MOC has extended supports towards enhancing the performance of other athletes. Badminton player Chirag and Sadwich will benefit their financial assistance for hiring a video analyst, while weightlifter Jeremy Laringnunga, physiotherapists, contract extensions, and track athletes Amod checkups equipment procurements have also been facilitated. The Mizoram government has suspended the teachers for allegedly leaking the social science question paper of the Class 10 board examinations, as State Ministers told the Assembly on Monday. The Minister says the teachers have provided specific students with cessation before the exam held on March 8. After receiving a complaint about the similarity between the questions in the social science paper and others suggested by the teachers from the government's run Mizo High School, the Mizoram Board of School Education immediately launched an investigation. Education Minister Dr. Balal Lalna said the MBSC questioned several individuals, including the presidents of the Mizo Secondary School Teachers Associations, the principals of the Mizo High School, some students, and the suspected teachers. It was discovered that the teachers who was part of the moderation teams responsible for filtering question paper had admitted to this misconduct. The minister says he confessed to providing both exam questions as suggested some academically weaker students during a special class, and these questions had noted down the suggested questions in their notebook, which served as evidence. Balnai Thanga says on father's investigation it will learn that the suggestion questions were not widely circulated as a special class was attended by a few students and all class 10 students of Mizo high schools did not receive the suggestion, the minister said. Baldal Lana said the accused was suspended on Sunday for his misconduct and a first information report FIR was submitted to the police stations on the same day. The minister says that the examination committee convenes meetings on Monday to decide further actions on the subject. He says examination for all remaining subjects will continue as per schedules. The incident sparked anger among students and parents who raised complaints on various social media platforms. Assam Congress MLA Abdul Rashid Mandal expressed his opposition to the Citizenship Amendment Act CAA notification. He stated that the act has been widely opposed by all political parties, both within and outside the parliament. He labels the act as discriminatory and unconstitutional, stating that the government's attempts to grant citizenship based on the religion is not permissible under the provisions of the Indian Constitution. The act has been protested against across the country, including Assam, according to the Mandals. Meanwhile, the opposition party's United Forum has denounced the act, with Congress leaders Debarata Saikia hitting out at the central government for what he perceives as a betrayal of Assam's sentiments and as a disregard for its integrity. Addressing the media, Saikia expressed deep concern over the implementation of the CAA, stating today the central government has shattered the national integrity sentiments of the people of Assam by implementing the Citizenship Amendment Act. They have dashed the hope of the Jana Gana in Assam. The Citizenship Amendment Act CAA, which has been rolled out nationwide, including in Assam, has stirred significant controversy since its inception. Saikia criticized the ruling BJP governments for allegedly prioritizing political gain over the welfare of the state's inhabitants. Saikia accused the centers and the BJP governments of reneging on promises made to safeguard Assamese sentiments, unity, culture and tradition. He asserted they have provided opportunity for the foreigners staying in Assam after 2014, which is entirely unacceptable and very unfortunate. Following the suspected IED blast near Syndicate stands close to Dam's Metro Horizons colony, Liu Mo Lang, Silong, 2 individuals have been apprehended by the authorities. The superintendent of the police SP of East Khasi Hills, Rituraj Rabi, confirms the blast and arrest. The blast, which occurred around 10:30 p.m. on a Saturday evening, rattles the tranquility of the area. No casualties were reported, with the damage confined to a small abandoned house and a few adjacent window panes. Although the full extent of the damage is yet to be determined, initial assessments suggest the explosion was triggered by the improvised explosive device IED, as stated by the SP. The identities of the arrested individuals have not been disclosed at the time of this report. In a bid to fortify the National People's Party NPP strategy for the forthcoming Lok Sabha election, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma chairs National Committee meetings held in Shillong on March 11. The meeting dwells into various concerns pertinent to the party's campaign strategies and electoral preparation. Earlier in the day, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma embarks on a significant development spree, laying the foundation stones for the 3 pivotal projects aimed at enhancing the state's infrastructure. Among these initiatives are the commencements of the new Shillong water supply scheme, the initiatives of land reclamation endeavors at the waste processing and disposal sites in the Martens, Maulai, and a kick-off of the internal road constructions within the new Shillong township at the Maukanu, Maudang. The inaugural ceremonies held at the Maukanu's Maudang was graced by the presence of the Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Balang Dhar, PHE Minister Marquis Marak, Health Minister Aparins Lindo, and Chief Secretary DP Wang Lang addressing the gathering. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma expressed his satisfaction at the enthusiastic participation and mobilizations witnesses during the event. He remarks it is encouraging to see a positive response in the turnouts of the people and also the mobilizing for the celebration of the momentous program. The 3 program initiatives that have been initiated today brings the states a step closer to the larger visions that this government has for the state. A delegation representing the Sikkim Democratic Front's SDF parties comprising PD Rai, KT Gulsens, Sakti Singh Chowdhury, Susil Rai and Karma Thapa visited the office of the governors of the Sikkim to submit a memorandum advocating for the president's rules in the states ahead of the upcoming election. The memorandums drafted on the behalf of all parties meeting held on March 9, 2024, attended by the representative from the Sikkim Republicans Party, Sikkim Rajya Manch Party, Bharatiya Janata Party and SDF stated the necessity of the present rules to ensure free and fair election in the Sikkim. The delegation highlighted its concern regarding the prevailing lawlessness and breakdown of law and orders in the state. In a letter addressed to the Governor Laxman Prasad Acharya on March 11, 2024, the SDF reiterated their demands for the extension of the present rules in Sikkim, citing power under Article 371F. The letter highlighted at recent meetings of the opposition parties where a 4-point resolutions was adopted aligning with the SDF stance on the matter. The SDF expressed solidarity amongst the political parties in recognizing the urgent needs for the interventions to address the deteriorating situation in Assam, Sikkim. They stated the importance of the maintaining peace and restoring laws and order for the welfare of the states and its residents. Additionally, the delegation appraised the Governor of recent communications from the Election Commissions of India to the Chief Electoral Officer Sikkim, stressing the imperative of conducting violence-free elections in the state. Now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Gear up for the future with Quantum University. Write your success story with our new age programs that shall be amongst the top 3 most rewarding careers in India and across the globe in the next decade. One of the reasons why Quantum is a leading private university in India is these world-class partnerships which makes it stand out among the rest.
The pinnacles of success for your children. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNESCO School. Excellence in education.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdokchari, hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlamsing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back after the break. Elections Management Committee meeting was recently held at the Bharatiya Janata Party's city's office on the Tibet Road, Gangtok. The meeting chaired by the EMC's convener Karma P. Bhutia has also included the district-level coordinating meetings in the Beijing. Key party members, including executive members, attended the sessions. The committee deliberated on the several critical issues related to the upcoming elections, including campaigns planning, voters outreach, candidate selections, and organizational preparedness. The meeting served as a comprehensive platform for analysis and decision-making, aiming to enhance the party's electoral prospects. The Election Management Committee, with the collective inputs of all attendees, reiterated its commitment to uphold the BJP's principle and values, striving for electoral success in the forthcoming polls. China has registered a diplomatic protest against India due to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to the Arunachal Pradesh, where he inaugurated the newly constructed Sela tunnels. China, which claims Arunachal Pradesh as its territory, stated that India's actions would only complicate the ongoing boundaries disputes. Wang Wenbing, spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry, declares that the Jiangnan area is China territory. He further stated that China does not acknowledge the so-called Arunachal Pradesh illegally set up by India. He added the unresolved China-India borders issues gives India the rights to arbitrarily develop the Jiangnan area. China expressed its strong disapproval of the PM Modi's visits to the eastern station of the China-India's boundary. PM Modi's visit to Arunachal Pradesh involved the inaugurals of the Sela tunnels, built at a cost of rupees 825 crore, which will provide all-weather connectivity to Tawang and facilitates better troops movement along the frontier regions. The tunnel is expected to improve the movement of the troops and the weaponry along the lines of actual control (LSC) with China. India has consistently rejected China's claims over Arunachal Pradesh and asserted that it is an integral part of India. Rakibul Hussain, a prominent leader of the Congress parties in Assam, has broken the mold by initiating his polling campaign before the informal announcement of the Lok Sabha election candidates. This move is seen as an early bird strategy aiming to gain a head start in the forthcoming election. Rakibul Hussain, a prominent leader from the Congress party in Assam, is said to contest for the Dhubri seat, according to the sources. However, the final list is yet to come out, which will be the Congress party's second list. Rakibul Hussain is also set to start his poll campaign from the Gauripur from March 11 onwards. With Congress Rakibul Hussain being the chosen candidate from the Dhubri LS seats, the future looms dark for the Barpeta sitting MP Abdul Khalik, who allegedly fails to secure any berths in the forthcoming Lok Sabha polls. Assam Health Minister Kesab Mahanta has expressed his confidence in Assam Gana Parishad, AGP party's prospects of winning the Dhubri Lok Sabha seats. Speaking to the media, Mahanta said the current central government's development work under PM Modi has significantly transformed the minds of the minorities of the region. That is why we are hopeful that this time's AGP's candidate will defeat the ruling AIUDF. The Modi government announces the implementation of the Citizenship Amendment Act. It was an integral part of the BJP's 2019 manifesto. This will pave the way for the persecuted to find citizenship in India. Sivasagar MLA Akhil Gogoi has strongly criticized the Citizenship Amendment Act, declaring plans for a large-scale peaceful protest. In an interview with the media today, N.E. Gogoi expressed his belief that the CAA is an assault on the Assamese community, drawing parallels with the historical Mughal attacks on Assam. CAA is nothing but the center's attacks on the Assamese community. The way Mughals attacked Assam, the same way BJP is trying to attack Assam in the name of the CAA and to fight the only response from the people of the states is nothing but the massive peaceful agitation. At this moment, I want to urge the people of the states, irrespective of caste and creeds, to get ready for the massive agitations but in a peaceful manner. I ask people to come out to the streets and democratically protest against the CAA, he said. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee addressed the issues of the Citizenship Amendment Act and the National Registers of Citizens today. She stated that these matters are sensitive to West Bengal and Northeast India, expressing her desire to avoid any unrest ahead of the Lok Sabha election. Banerjee also commented on the center's possible notification of the CAA rules today, stating, "Let me see the rules first. The notification has not been issued yet. If peoples are deprived of their rights under the rules, then we will fight against it." She further dismissed this action as the BJP elections public city strategy, saying it is nothing else. The Citizenship Amendment Act (CAA) recently notified by the central government has been welcomed by all Indian Muslims. Jamaat President Maulana Sahauddin Rajvi Barilvi. He addressed the concerns of the Muslim community, assuring that the act will not affect their citizenship status. He says the government of India has implemented the CAA law. I welcome this law. This law has nothing to do with a Muslim. It is also aims at providing citizenship to non-Muslims from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh who face religious atrocities. He further clarifies that the Indian Muslim will not be impacted by these laws and urged them to welcome to the CAA. He attributed sparse protests to misunderstanding created by some political entities. In a recent statement, Union Home Minister Amit Shah clarified that the Citizenship Amendment Act was implemented to grant citizenship, not revoke it. This comes in response to fears among minorities, particularly the Muslim community, who feels threatened by the act. Shah reassures that the CAA does not contain any provision for strip anyone of their citizenship. Instead, it aims to offer citizenship to refugees persecuted in Bangladesh and Pakistan. The Union Home Minister has now announced the rules for implementing the CAA just days before the Lok Sabha elections scheduled to be due to be released. Introduced by the Narendra Modi's government and approved by the parliaments in the 2019, the CAA seeks to provide Indian citizens to persecute non-Muslim migrants including Hindus, Sikh, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis and Christian from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who arrived in India prior to December 31st, 2014. Upon improvements in the law and order situations in the Valley District, curfew has been relaxed till 10 p.m. in Imphal East, Imphal West and Thabal District. In Kasing District, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. today. However, in Bishnupur District, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Traffic is seen as usual on the roads. Most of the shops and markets were open. Several people purchased their essential items during the curfew relaxation. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channels or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick recap of the top stories once again. Mirabai Chanu to trends at LA for 30 million purchase ahead of Olympic. Mizoram government suspended teachers for leaking questions of 10th standard. Assam Congress MLA opposes CAA notification. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Thabal District till 10 p.m. for Kasing District till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur District, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. And that's all for now. Keep watching ELITETV for more updates at 3 p.m. again. Till then, take care and have a wonderful time ahead.